Hey, this is Apibal. It is now 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, January 27, 2015. So, today I received another fifth dimension newsfeed, or some people call them free writing, automatic writing, or trans writing, when I found out about why I received these messages. And this one woke me up at 5:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because I was taking a nap this afternoon. And what I find interesting again is that lately some of these free writings, fifth dimension newsfeed, comes when I'm sleeping, and then it would wake me up with lines that I need to write down when I wake up. I find it really interesting. And the other thing that is interesting as well is that it happens around the 6 p.m. This time, lately it's been happening around the 6 p.m. or the 6 o'clock time frame. Like, this one is 5:31, and the one before that, like around there, or around the 12 o'clock, 12 and 6 lately. And I also find it interesting that it sort of matched the same time frame as when I had my dream on Friday morning about the angel army of light and the moon and all that. And that one, I finished writing down the dream at like 5:41 a.m. It took me a while to get up. So I really think it happened at around the same time, seriously. And this one, when I finished writing it down, it's all 5:34 p.m. Anyway, let me tell you that I finally came up with a title for it later in the evening. And I'm calling it Satan the Devil is Not the Deceiver, based on the writing. And this one is very short. Again, it's very short, just like the Star.Child 5 years remaining free writing that happened in August of 2014. And let me read it first. It said, "The non-believer, unawakened, and non-faithful shall be charmed by Satan, and covering in fear at the sight of him. And the sinners shall worship him as God, as their Messiah. They should be deceived by their own illusion, delusion, denial." Been thinking about it, and I do find it interesting. Not that it's like anything new to a lot of people. Certainly, I guess I would go with my own assessment for my own personal message here. Is that those that are not faith, don't have faith in God, believe in God, shall be fearful of Satan. Because a lot of people fear Satan or the devil, I guess, and or don't know how to handle the idea of the devil or Satan being in front of their face. I guess, I don't know. Because like a lot of people when I talk to about what they think about Satan, even like metaphysical people, like, oh, you have to like tell him to go away. I think he's way more powerful than you can tell him to go away. But I guess you could. I mean, it's kind of like people telling God to go away out of their life, I can see that. But, I can see that. But like I said to Rocky, Satan is an angel of light. Can't forget that. Satan is not God, but he is an angel of light. He is a creation by God. And I was talking, like, I've made a post several days, maybe yesterday or 2 days ago, about my understanding of Satan now. If I can find it fast enough. Sorry for the wait. Okay, so like for me in my personal journey with the metaphysical and the spiritual enlightenment, blah 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 blah, this journey, I have come to find that for me personally, Satan or the devil is like a sadistic older brother that just loves to pull pranks on me, shame me, humiliate me, test me, beat me until I surrender completely to the one power. And at the same time love me and protect me. It's like he's sadistically training me to be strong and faithful, and at the same time rape me into submission to take the stubborn faggot out of me. And I said, Satan is God's creation, and as Satan had told me in September of 2014, he is the protector of all that is good and all that is evil. Therefore, this is now what I have. Jesus or is justice or Satan, and Christ is love of God. For God is all loving, merciful, and forgiving. Therefore, Satan is the justice, God's wrath. And when I fall for his pranks or tests, I feel the burn, the pain, the humiliation. Now that I know better, and when I see it coming, I'm like, ha ha ha. You are not getting me this time, brother. Just give me a high five and a hug. And also, Satan protects his family. Now, to go back to this free writing, it is a little bit perplexed in the charm. Now I can see about people cowering in fear at the sight of him because, you know, the Satan or the devil himself is very charismatic, charming, and has such an omnipotent aura about him. And I can see people just being in awe and just being in fear of not doing anything else. That kind of power. You know? And about the charm thing by Satan and worshipping him as God, I think it goes with that whole thing about the book of Revelation, about when Satan comes before God bring the angels to earth, about how people would turn over to Satan and all that before God actually prevent himself. So I think this goes with the book of Revelation about the revelation of Satan before the final coming of Jesus Christ or God or whatever, you know. Not really sure, but I think that's basically what this writing is saying. It's just basically people will see Satan as God, just like what the Bible said in the book of Revelation. And at the same time would be afraid and have fear. But you cannot blame Satan for it, for he is God's wrath, and for he is God's justice and test of faith. And he is not deceiving people. People are deceiving themselves. And I think that's what the message is saying, that they shall be deceived by their own illusion, delusion, and denial. So that's why I'm naming this one as, I mean, plus, you know, the intuition the high intuition, inner knowing tells me to name it Satan the devil is not the deceiver. Okay. More revelation. More revelation. I guess that's it. It also helped me to understand a little bit more about my journey and what I'm doing and why I have so many interactions with Satan and all that. I still, for my own interactions and communications, I still do believe that in a sadistic way, Satan does want people to be able to save their souls. You know? In a sadistic way. It's like he's the bad cop. Yeah, that's how I would say. It's like Satan is the bad cop. Anyway.